Hey guys, welcome back. So I had some messages on Discord, and people were asking me, "Hey, how do I set up my teams for stage 30 of the event dungeon for Odin?" And we'll just get into it here. As you can see, I got this team going right here. We'll go over them pretty quick. You can sub out Acrizia for somebody, but Arbiter, Lydia, and Seer are essentially needed for this. Gnut and Acrizia can be subbed out for max HP damage dealers, but I prefer to use these. I don't have a second Gnut, or I would take a Crizzy out. But as you can see, Gnut 248 speed, basic stuff for damage. Accuracy is not needed for Gnut. He's going to prioritize his A3 and not use his A2. Okay. Acrizia, she's going to prioritize her A2 and then her A3. And you generally want these guys around the 250 speed mark. Okay. But I want to tell you something here. Seer definitely needs to be faster than everybody else that's a damage dealer because of how this all plays out. And we'll just go over that when it happens. Um, Arbiter, she's going to do Mentor Heroes. You need Arbiter in this. I just tried recording this and I couldn't figure out why I was failing. It's because I had Kaimar in and I was using um I was using that to farm stage 20, and we'll talk about that in the video as well. But Arbiter, yep, prioritizer A1. She doesn't need to be this fast, but your Arbiter that is your speed lead in Arena definitely is the one that you're going to want to put in. Lydia, she's going to prioritize A2, then A3. Uh, we'll go over why we're doing this first, and then why we do this second. 291 speed is roughly, you want her around 280, 290 speed. I have her with high resistance and high accuracy because that's just how I have her built. I really should transition her over to Arena. And then Seer is the one that is absolutely needed for this team to make this strategy work. You want her to be the fastest damage dealer, so she's at 258. Okay. And then obviously damage stats for her. And then you need her with high accuracy. And we'll go over why here in just a second. So let's start it. We're going to start it in 1 time speed. So Lydia right here. So boost and then Lydia here. Okay, so when Lydia puts these buffs on our team, the jealousy passive on Valkyrie procs, pushing our turn meter back and increasing her turn meter, okay? And then she's going to open up with her A2, as we'll see, and we need these extra buffs, all right? Boom. And then, yep, so she gave us all these she gave her team all these buffs, and all of our buffs with the Seer with 6-star Crushing Rend, she obliterates that team. Boom, they're dead. And then Odin counterattacks. Okay, and then we push again. And then sometimes you get lucky with Acrizia here. She just goes crazy with the extra turns because I have mine in Relentless. Boom, boom. And I think Gnut should come in right now. Yep, he's going to slam. Yeah. I think if I had like another Gnut or something in here, we'd be doing pretty good. We can put it up to 2 times speed now because it doesn't matter. Boom. That's a reason why you keep Lydia in as well. Also because she gives us buffs and them debuffs. But when Odin gets lucky and kills one of the champions, they're brought instantly back to life because of Lydia's passive and denies the revival of that champion. Boom. Yep. And then we'll run it on regular 2 times speed to show you how fast we can usually get it. But like I said, sometimes Acrizia just goes crazy and she is just like in it to win it, man. I'm telling you. Like she just keeps going in there and hitting these guys. Now I wonder if I put Acrizia in Soul Reap if this would be faster. I wonder if it would even increase my damage on Hydra. Ugh, garbage. Stage 30 and we're still getting rares. Jesus Christ. Alright, little scruple here. Plarium needs to fix their shit. Because even Summoner's War, which I'm taking a break from right now, I did the Jujutsu Kaisen event they did. So shout out Jared and Kyle, my brothers that I play with. But even they are like, if you're doing the hardest content, you're not going to get shitty gear as the most shitty gear, right? You're not going to get 5-star blues or 6-star blues. You're going to get epics. You're going to get legendaries. You know what I mean? They don't have mythics in that game, but Plarium needs to pull their head out of their ass and do the right thing because this is ridiculous. We need to not be giving rare 6-star gear, 5 rare, 5 legendary. You know what I mean? It's dumb. But here, let's just do this here quick. We'll edit the team. I have so much confidence in this team. I'm willing to run it on double. The only problem that you can run into is sometimes you don't land the decreased defense, and somebody usually will stay alive. But that's okay, because I've had this team just mop it up. Yeah. And then we'll go over like the blessings that you're probably going to want for this. And it definitely is Soul Reap, I'm thinking, for Gnut and probably Acrizia. But if you're using epics and you have a high awakening on them, probably Crushing Rend, no matter what the stage really, is what you're going to want to do. We're going to wrap it up here in just a second. Acrizia, sometimes she gets lucky and takes an extra turn to get, just really cool. Sometimes Gnut procs and he gets like, he gets that cooldown reset. If I had 6-star on Gnut, right there would have got us there. Because Soul Reap would have procced because of the HP threshold. Garbage. 5-star. Garbage. Speed, or sleep gear is not bad. So let's go to recently used first. Arbiter. She is in my fastest gear. Okay. 405. Regular stats here. There is no extra bonus for the dungeon. There's no event dungeon thing here, which thank God. It'd be a waste anyways to do that. Acrizia, she's in Relentless and Perception. She has a shitty awakening on this. This is actually pretty fine for her. You want her pretty tanky, and she's damage capped. I think I have crit. Nope. Attack on that. Attack on that. But yeah. Masteries are as such. Okay, War Master. Arbiter. Timely Intervention. I haven't changed Arbiter's stuff. Let me see something here. Oh, I did change it at one point. But it's my Arbiter. Gnut. He's a triple hitter on all of his abilities except for his A2, so you want Giant Slayer. And then, again, I have him in Lethal and Perception. Lethal just helps you hit that damage cap faster because he ignores the defense. And I really need to pump this up. Boom. Nice. All right. Worked out. I think this needs to get pumped up too. Oh, yeah. A little bit of farming and we're there. It doesn't even really matter for him to have that, to be fair. How much crit damage are we at? 308, yeah. So even if I slide Gnut into a fast Shogun team, he should be okay because my Gnarlhorn is like 348 crit damage or something stupid. But yeah, Gnut, Perception, Lethal. And we just gave him a little bit of a big boost to his crit damage, which isn't needed. It's easier to hit the damage cap on HP nukers when you max HP damage nukers when you are at higher levels of the game, because they push it down farther for how much damage you can do. And then yeah, this is my Lydia, no ascension or nothing, which I could ascend her and she would be even better. What a fucking solid champion, by the way. And that you get her for free for completing faction wars. It is a big like, hey, do this kind of thing. But again, 444 resistance, 494 accuracy. I think her resistance would probably have to be around probably 550 for her to resist the stuns and the turn meter pushback. But you would have to wonder if that would take her out of sync with the team, which I don't even think it matters. But yeah, I'm sorry. Let's go over the awakening here on Gnut. So the HP threshold right now is 8%. If I were to get him to 5, it would be 14%. And then if I were to get him to 6-star, it'd be 20%. It's crazy. And I would recommend this for anybody using Gnut, because I don't even use him in my Sand Devil team anymore, because I moved him into this team and the speeds were getting thrown off and I was failing and it was pissing me off. So I ended up putting Marius the Gallant in my Sand Devil team. He just does the same thing. But yeah. And then Acrizia, I have her on Cruelty because I run her in Hydra, and this just helps increase the keep the damage maintained throughout the entire fight. And then yeah, my Seer, have her going down to this Flawless Execution, right? Okay. And then we have her on Crushing Rend. This is absolutely the only blessing you put on Seer. Do not listen to what anybody else says. Crushing Rend is absolutely the only thing you put on her. This champ was so fucking overpowered they had to nerf her like a long time ago. because she was obliterating bosses when they first put her into the game. I keep saying I should be doing like a back in the day raid kind of video from shit I remember and I could research for it, making a pretty easy video. Um, and again, she's still missing damage because we could ascend this and get crit damage out of her. And we could push it even higher. Can we get lucky on video? Yes, please, crit damage. Oh, all right. Well, guess what? I am farming Sand Devil today. Or Sand Devil, Shogun, so that's definitely going up. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, yeah, this bitch is going to be hitting hard. But anyways, yeah, I have her in crit damage and lethal. So if you don't have the lethal gear, you need to put her in Savage. If you don't have Savage gear, I'm going to show you some other gear that you can put her in to help you push that damage. It's Instinct. It ignores 20% of the defense, okay? And you got Speed 12%. I'm trying to remember. Merciless, if you can get her into a Merciless set, that's actually also great, down to 6-piece, because she'll ignore 35% defense instead of 25, which is even better. But this is the best gear I have her in, and I don't have to waste silver moving gear around and shit. I have a ton of champions that need Merciless gear, and I just can't be bothered to put it on her, especially now after we just got that. This is ascended for accuracy, to give her a little bit more accuracy. This could be ascended for crit damage. I mean, my Seer could really be smacking the shit right now. I'm not going to risk it. I have other people that need that dust. But yeah. So there you go. That's the team for this one, okay? Now, a team that you can do, and I recommend doing the team I just showed you because it's the most consistent, but you can also take this very same team and you can use it on stage 20. Now, why are we doing it on stage 20? Per energy ratio for any of the event tournaments or anything, this is better energy per point, okay? When you get 32 here, we'll just kind of do it right now. And this is such an easier team to deal with too. There is no Valkyrie, nothing on this team. And that's why I had Kymar in, because I was farming this for the event dungeon tournament. He's going to stun everybody. It doesn't matter. Lydia resisted it because she has high enough resistance at stage 20. And then they just go in and they just do their thing. Okay. Shut down and dead. 23 seconds. Don't even need the Kymar, even though it got me at 12 seconds for Kymar. And garbage. Okay. So as you can see, we put 32 energy in and we got 37 points back. Okay. Now for CVC, it's not the best. You get 400. But still pretty good if that's all you can do. Okay. And again, at these stages, you're still getting 5 and 6-star gear. But then you're getting like the chance to get a mythic gear and stuff, but it's pretty slim to none. When the events come up, I end up just doing stage 20 because at this point I can't be fucking bothered. The gear is good and I haven't farmed up enough good gear out of this dungeon yet for all the champions I have that absolutely need this gear for arena and for siege and shit like that. So it is what it is. But again, like I said, you can swap out Acrizia for a couple champions. So what we'll do here, I'll show you some epics that you can do. Let's look at HP. Husk can be used for this dungeon because he slams here. Okay, it is on a 4-turn cooldown. But also you could, if you don't have Husk, well, then you can go here and you can do Royal Guard because of his takedown ability, okay? Now if you're far enough in the game, you don't have a Gnut, you don't have an Acrizia, well, but you're far enough in the game like I am, okay? You can use this guy, Marius. And it is a long haul to get Marius, but let me tell you, he's worth it. I love this guy. I kind of want to put him in Stone Skin for arena, because if you are coming to my channel and you faced me in live arena, you know I've been doing dirty shit lately with this guy. This guy fucking rocks. And by the way, if you've lost to me and he's on my team, I'm sorry. I have not geared him up. Like, these are not rolled up. They're just on there for the Stone Skin. This hopefully turns out to be a good piece. I mean, it already is pretty decent. Yeah, that's fine. And then, yeah, we can just ascend it once, twice. Yeah. So I definitely will be working on this guy, getting those leveled up, doing some ascensions and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, you can swap those guys out. If you don't want to use your Arbiter and you're doing stage 20, there's a couple reset champions you can do. So let's look here. Obviously, you have Prince Kymar. Okay, this is my second one who's in Bolster. I don't recommend that because I think having sets that give you buffs at the beginning of the round pushes uh, Valkyrie's turn meter up. So I use my Arena Kymar when she's not even that good anymore. But let's look at this. Let's go to Epic. No, I'm sorry, Epic Rare, and then let's go include my Master Vault. So you can also use a Renegade, and you can put her in Stone Skin. I saw people using her in Stone Skin, and it worked out pretty well. They just made her the slowest. Shout out Choco Puma. He's got a team that uses her, I think, still. And then if you don't have that and you're a big super mega Kraken whale, you can use a Yumiko. But if you use the Yumiko, make sure that she opens with like her A1 and then does her A3, because she will turn off the Valkyrie for the strategy, and the Valkyrie won't give out enough buffs for the Seer to do big damage. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's about it from my knowledge at this point. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Shout out, we just got over 600 subscribers. I'm very happy about that. For as lazy as I am about putting out videos, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope every video I put out that you click on at least helps you out a little bit. I saw some people didn't care for that, you know, the Barbarian only Spider tournament video. They were not happy that it was on stage 10. But, you know, I just want to say something about that. Have you tried to do the other dungeons and you don't have the mythic, right? Alans or whatever. Have you tried to do like hard spider, putting people in like hex gear and shit, making sure it lands, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Especially for as little reward as we were getting. You were only doing it for the hammer points in the first place. So let's just look at it here. Yeah, so for spider, we were only doing it for the hammer points and getting up to that shard. Which, by the way, I didn't get anything good. I got 2 Duke the Pierce and 1 Sandlash Survivor. So my Duke is max now, which was alright. But if you have any comments, concerns, please leave them down below. And I will catch everybody next time. Bye-bye.